All right, hey guys, this is Mr. Adams, just jumping in to give you some strategy for when you actually get into the gameplay and the 10 rounds of Win the White House. Um, so this would be after you've set the game up with your character, decided your issues, you understand like how you're going to try to argue the issues that you stand for and you want to believe in strongly. And this is just to give you a view of um, how each round will go and some strategy that I would advise. So it's 10 rounds. It counts down from 10 weeks out from the election. You're obviously trying to win as many of the states' electoral votes as possible to guarantee the 270 clip. It'll start off by randomizing the game. There we go. So some of them will be deeply blue, and you can see it's going to be even harder for me to win back from the other side. Some are, closer to purple, and that means they're much more of a 50-50 split, and I have a chance at gaining control of them, gaining their electoral votes, as well as the money that comes from. So just want to give you a view of what the different charts along the bottom and the top stand for. Fundraising, you would start doing this at the beginning of each round to raise money, and you want to spend as much money as possible with each of these things if you have all three. So some states will offer you, the big boys will offer up to three: California, Texas, Florida, New York. Everything else is just two or one. So you want to control states that will give you as much money each round as possible so that you can use as many turns each round as possible. So right now, I would start off in a tough situation. This person has control of California, and they're three that he's going to get. The most I can grab is two. Um, in each state, I'll look at Georgia, for instance, just because it's a good example for us. Oh, so listen, this one. It looked like it was purple, but in my direction, turns out it was purple, but in their direction. You have to have the lead in each state in order to have access to their money. So that's why getting control of ones that are close in the middle is crucial for the gameplay. But let me just look at a few different things. So this one at the top will tell you how many electoral votes each state has. Obviously, there are a couple of very powerful states that you want to try to control if you can: California, Texas, Florida, New York, Pennsylvania, and Illinois are the top six, and it goes down from there. You should pay less attention to some of the smaller ones that only have like three, 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 because um, it's not going to give you very much money, not going to give you very many votes. If you're trying to get to 270, you want to control as many of the higher number ones as possible. This one will tell you how close it is in each state. Things like California, you can see, clearly it's much more blue than red. They've got solid control. Whereas things like North Carolina, closer to my direction, Georgia looks like it's a 50-50 split. And this one over here will tell you once again how much money you might be looking at. So to start the round, you'll do your fundraising. I'll choose from some of my twos, so I'll grab my PA money. Only get two to start. I'll skip this. This person can obviously take advantage in round one and get all three. Skip. So they can do all three of their turns. I can only do two. But I just want to give you an idea of what this looks like when you go in and you're actually looking at the states themselves. So in California right now, this one will be much more majority going to the blue side. It'd be very hard for me to swing this back even to 50-50, let alone take control. But these are the issues that they support. And if there are ones that you support as well from your candidate's choice, then you can argue those issues and try to win back momentum. And same thing, if they oppose issues that the other person does support, uh, then you can also argue that to win this back. This will tell you how many votes. This will tell you if the momentum is negative or if it's going in one direction or the other, and how much, of course, cash they can contribute to your campaign. There will be some states. Let me just try to pull up another one. Like I said, so Georgia, very close right now. They just barely have the edge. If I did just a little bit of campaigning in this state, I would gain the momentum. I could push it back my direction, gain their cash and their votes. So I'd be looking to see if I support issues in their state that they also support, or if they oppose issues that I know this guy supports, that I can run a negative campaign against him. So you can either do positive campaigning or negative campaigning. So that's where the strategy comes into play. So I've got my two, each one costs 1, 1, 1. As you can see, making a speech in a state will gain you double momentum. Make an immediate appearance will only gain you 1. Polling will not gain you anything, but polling is used for finding out if these blank states go for your direction or his direction. So right now, I'll actually just show you that for an example. So I'll click on polling, and I want to see where Texas stands. Skip, click through. All right, not good. So even more in his direction, that gained him even closer to the 270 to win. But it's a little close to 50-50. So I know that if there are things that I support that they also support, I can campaign here. And both of these are things that I do. So now I'll try to swing the momentum back in my direction. I'll show you what that looks like. So it looks like they're going to go to Arizona. This person is going to make a speech. Arizona was a red state that I controlled, but now he made a good speech. Momentum is going to go double power in their direction, which is not good. So that right now I do have solid control, absolutely solid control of Arizona, but the momentum eventually will start swinging over. And if I don't do anything to stop it, by the end of the game, this will swing back over and they'll gain these votes and this cash. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. But for now, with only one dollar, I just want to show you what it looks like. I'll make an immediate appearance in Texas. So I support lower taxes. They support lower taxes. We'll run a campaign and I'll explain why. If I click the right one, then I get it. Looks like it was correct. So I'll gain the momentum now. So a little bit of momentum in Texas will start swinging my direction every round unless he stops it. But they got more momentum in California. He didn't even need to do that. They already controlled California, but he did that anyway. We'll end the turn. I'll show you what it looks like as they show the momentum change in each state, and then that'll be it to show you for strategy. He's going to go to Florida and find out. And good news for me, Florida goes in my direction. So now, once again, next round, I'll have access to Florida's cash and their votes. So last thing I'll wrap up with this video, just showing you that change between each round where it'll update you based on. So California was already blue, became even more blue. This is telling me that like Arizona is going to keep going blue if I don't stop it. But now also Texas will keep coming red if they don't stop it. So as you can see now, I have the momentum, and this will start swinging over more each round unless he stops it. But I can't access this cash yet. I'd have to go to Florida now if I wanted to. Same thing with this state. I have control of it, but not by much. So I need to keep an eye on that to make sure I don't lose it. All right, I think that's enough to help explain